Hi, I'm Edith. Really nice to meet you both. I've seen the first three episodes of the show, loved it. Such a kind of intricate and unveiling of emotion and intrigue and drama. It's great. I loved it.
Oh,
Well,
good.
Um,
That's nice to hear.
so much to talk to you about in 7.5 minutes. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Murray, first with you, this idea of this character, and as we kind of get to peel back those kind of the trauma that he's kind of dealing with. But on top of that, you've got to learn to be a ventriloquist. So bravo. How yeah, what did you go to ventriloquist school?
Well, we decided to not fully go ventriloquist so that I'm not like because I don't know within the months that I had, like I don't know that I could have really mastered that. But I did work with an amazing man who is a puppeteer on Sesame Street.
Oh
Sort of
wow.
before I knew what I had to do, but that was really wonderful. And Just a little side note, halfway through the shoot, he got his friends at Sesame Street to send me videos as their puppets, like talking to me about being a puppeteer and trying to get me not to be a puppeteer because it's a terrible career and my mother wouldn't be proud of me. But anyway, but it was
no offense to them.
no, no, well, that's what they were saying. Uh, but it was, an amazing character on paper that's just sort of like an actor's dream in so many ways. The puppet of it all, the cancelled children's TV show host,
Yeah.
the opportunity to kind of come in as a broken character and like try and navigate through that and, sort of find some way out of it at the end, which all these characters get to do, which is one of the things
Yeah.
I love about the show. But yeah, it was a rich, funny, like wonderful character to dive into.
Yeah. And Annie, you get some cosplay as Heidi, which is great.
Yes, I'd forgotten. Yes,
We
yes.
all enjoyed that.
I can now say I've been motorboated by Henry Golding. I don't know how many people can say that.
No, sorry, Matt.
No, that was so much fun because I mean, Imogen is so like trying to be buttoned up and in control and all those things. And sometimes failing quite miserably. But with this Heidi character, that is like I put me in coach. I love that kind of unhinged, insane, do whatever comes into your mind kind of acting. And Henry and I had a lot of a lot of fun.
Yeah. You've also completely lucked in with like fictional mums in your
Oh,
Right?
in shows. I
I
mean, like
know.
winning.
Oh, I know. I've been so incredibly lucky to be schooled by two of the world's best in the biz.
Well, you hold just the space that you hold on screen with both of those is amazing and just kind of beautiful to kind of to watch, to be honest.
Thank
yeah.
that really
Um,
means a lot. Thank you.
I wanted to ask about locations, which might seem strange, but I always feel like they're almost a bit of a kind of character within storytelling in a way. And the fact that, that these characters are taken to this location for a purpose, both in their minds and other people's minds, but how that plays into you guys' performance, in terms of really having that kind of, environment around you to either react with or to.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is an important character in the show. And it also really shifts the tone from the first season, which was so sunny and, completely different kind of vibe. And this is, wintry kind of gothic, mountains and snow and, lends this kind of mystery to it, I think, which really sort of, is a great fit for the content
Yeah.
of the show. And did really kind of put us in that kind of headspace when you're in this like, ancient or not ancient, but like very old. That was jumping a bit
Yeah,
too deep, wasn't it?
Pretty old.
I have
yeah.
I have a tendency for hyperbole. Um, but being in this like castle with like, hundreds of antlers, right?
Yeah.
Like just like crazy, like, it's kind of spooky and you're like, where are we? What is going to happen? Like it really did kind of feed into the tone that we were all kind of tapping into for sure. And we had an incredible camera team who managed to capture that in such a beautiful way. I think this season is really gorgeous to watch in that way, that the locations really are another character that really lends something great to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Canada, a big part of both of your locations previously, with Schitt's Creek and then with The Last of Us. And, and kind of with the new season being out, it kind of reminds us how beautiful that episode that you were part of, Murray, was. Just one of the best pieces of TV ever, I think, as well. And Annie, the joy that Schitt's Creek gave us all, those kind of, I guess those places must almost be kind of cemented and have kind of some kind of plaques up for what they gave us,
I keep
And God bless Canada.
Them up, but...
We've both had bronze figures made of ourselves, which we keep trying to send to Canada.
Yeah.
They keep arriving back in the mail, which is very expensive for us. But yeah,
expensive, but we keep trying.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the moral of that is that good things come out of Canada, right?
Yeah.
I think
Murray, was that a real house? When you shot that episode, and Annie, on the flip side of that was Schitt's Creek. How much of that was real and there, and how much of it was set?
I mean, I don't want to break the magic, but no. So we had, I didn't quite realize the scale of the production until I arrived on set and they built a neighborhood and I was like, God, I better not mess this up. So all the exteriors minus the roofs, which they put in post, was all real. And we had some space inside where we shot some inside our house. And obviously, all the property and everything was all the exterior was real. And then a lot of the interiors were in a studio, but beautifully matched and beautifully crafted.
Yeah.
And with Schitt's Creek, it was similar. Like all of the interior was built in a studio, but then all the exteriors were in this little town just north of Toronto called Goodwood, Ontario.
Yeah.
Which I find just as funny as Schitt's Creek. And it's literally an intersection, and there's Bob's Garage, Cafe Tropical, and the Apothecary. Kind of, you can go there. And then on the other corner, there's this incredible bakery called Anina's, and they have the best butter tarts of all time. So it's, you too can go to Schitt's Creek.
I'm off to book my flights right now.
Okay.
Listen, I'm so excited for the rest of the season. I mean, what I've seen so far is just absolutely wonderful, and it's a joy to get the chance to chat to you both briefly. Thank you so much and congratulations.